Florida
Yep, there it
on the
is.
globe.
So Clearwater
Pal.
Beach, pal, that is known for being the home of Terry Jean Balea, or as you may know him as, the immortal, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, pal. What you gonna do, brother?
Brother. Yep. What's up?
So Clearwater right now. Prayers for Clearwater, all that Florida. They got a hurricane coming over on the west coast, so hopefully everybody's all right. Clearwater, Tampa, the Panhandle, all those areas are affected. So I went to Clearwater not this past weekend, but the weekend past that. So about 10 days ago or so, I was in Clearwater, Tampa, a beautiful island called Anna Maria Island, on vacation with my significant other. It's a beautiful place. You know, the piers are gorgeous, the beaches are gorgeous, the food is great. It's a lovely place to vacation. I love the west coast of Florida. And I was, I had on my itinerary, gonna check out Clearwater Beach on Saturday. So pulling up, making the drive, half-hour drive from the Airbnb to Clearwater Beach. As I'm parking, it hits me. I'm like, oh, Hulk Hogan's shop is here. Hulk Hogan has a store here. Because I was just, I don't know why, but the viral video, like I was telling my girlfriend about this viral video with Hogan and then the kid. And I was like, yeah, this kid came in to like started talking all the smack to Hogan, impersonating him, and it was great. And I was like, oh my god, that was at his store. His store is here. Like, let's go over there. It was like a 10-minute walk from the beach. So I walk over to the store, and bro, I mean, this was like, being a kid in a candy store for a wrestling fan. Say what you will about Hogan, whatever, political opinions. I'm not one to comment on that. You're not one to comment on that. Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, is an icon, a true legend, one of the greatest of all time, and one of the biggest characters, most famous wrestlers ever. Being at his store, the Hogan Beach Shop in Clearwater, that was a hell of an experience for me. It was unbelievable. I mean, yeah, I loved it.
Pal, now is it true that people, and you mentioned this in passing, or you said this to me the other day, but is it true people like go in there and like ask for Hogan's address or
Yes.
something? Like, what's the go with that? Like,
Yeah. So you walk in the store. First of all, outside the store, there's a statue of Hulk Hogan in his classic like 1980s red and yellow. You take a picture with the statue, all that good stuff. You walk in, and there's more statues. You got the NWO Hogan statue. You got another Hogan statue in there. You have the little cash register. On the cash register, there's like a piece of paper like laminated, like plastered to the register. That's like a bunch of frequently asked questions. And it's like, oh, does Hulk Hogan ever come to the shop? Yeah, he comes here like every week, every 2 weeks. He doesn't plan it. He just shows up, and whoever's here gets to meet him and sign autographs, take pictures, all that good stuff. Then it was like, oh, can I talk to Hulk Hogan? No, you can't. Can I have his phone number? No. Can I have his address? No, you can't have Hulk Hogan's address. And I was like, I'm reading this, and I asked the cashier, the lady that was doing the cashier, and I was like, hey, do people actually like come in here and ask for Hulk Hogan's address? Like, is that like what am I looking at here? And she's like, yeah, you'd be surprised how many people like think that I know Hulk Hogan. I mean, she's like, yeah, I do, but like think I'd like, she's not like a family member. Like she can't just be like, hey Hulk, hey, what's up, bro? Like they're not on that like first name basis. And either way, like why would you want to ask for his address? Like why would anybody give you Hulk Hogan's address? You know what I mean? Like and he does live in Clearwater. He's lived there for a long time. If you listen to him talk in interviews, he'll talk like he discovered the city of Tampa. He's like, oh, I gotta send all the wrestlers here, brother. Tampa's amazing. Yeah, it's crazy. People actually come in to ask for his address, bro.
That's insane. But like, because I'm picturing this. So I went to the WWE Superstore when I was at the Elimination Chamber in Perth. But like, you go in there. One, like, did you buy anything? And two, like, what sort of stuff do they have in there? Like in the Hogan Superstore for like merch, or, like wrestling gear, like what's that like?
So to give an idea of like what the size of it is, it's kind of like, it's like the size of a Hot Topic. Like one of those stores, maybe a little bit smaller than like a Hot Topic or a Spencer's, but it's that overall kind of vibe. T-shirts everywhere. They had 2 TVs on with wrestling matches going on Peacock. They had when I was in there, they had a Bret Hart match from WCW 1999 playing. So shout out to that. The other TV had something else on, but 2 TVs, different matches going on. It's all wrestling. tons of figures, like Hulk Hogan figures, Mr. T figures, Macho Man, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, pretty much anybody that Hogan was like associated with in terms of his in-ring career. They had posters everywhere, and yeah, like all the figures are all like autographed. So they didn't have any like, oh, like here's this like $10 Funko of Hulk Hogan. No, it was like, a Hollywood Hogan autographed Funko Pop that was like $300. So yeah, like I said, plenty of t-shirts. I bought the classic NWO black t-shirt. I was wearing it during our last podcast last week. I really like the material of it, but much better material than the WWE shop material. Like this Jalen Brunson shirt from WWE shop, just the material, it's kind of tight now after washing it a couple times. The NWO shirt was a little bit looser, softer. I really like I really like the material. I got a shot glass of Terry Bollea carrying a shark pal on the beach, just holding a shark. And yeah, what else did I get? Oh, I got these Austin and Rock socks from it was the WrestleMania 15 poster from their main event.
17, wasn't it?
No, 15. 17? No, WrestleMania 15. Yeah. Oh. It was the WrestleMania 15 poster. The box of the socks has the poster on it. And then then you've got Rock with his like Versace shirt on one sock, and Austin with his Austin 316 shirt on one sock. It's cool, bro. It's a really cool shirt, really cool socks, really cool merch. They have just so much stuff like Macho Man merch, Andre the Giant merch. They had the new Hulk Hogan like MAGA stuff, like the Trump stuff, Trumpomania. All the classic shirts, Hulk Still Rules, Hulkster, Real American, all the classic stuff. And like I said, some of the other people he was associated with, they had the plushies. You ever seen the commercials for the plushies from back in the 80s? They had like the Ultimate Warrior plushie, Jake Roberts, tons of cool stuff. They had the championships you could buy, like if you wanted to, you could probably but you could see like all of Hogan's actual championships. It's pretty much like Hogan's house, like all his like memorabilia you just put it in a shop. Yeah. You can see his championships are covered behind like a jewelry case, and like once a week you could take a picture with the NWO shirt, like they do like picture or the NWO World Heavyweight Championship from WCW. Yeah, it's awesome, bro. So many cool stuff.
That's great. I mean, like, cause when I hear that, I go like, yeah, it's as you said, so much well about Hogan, but the fact that store exists, the fact that place, like this museum store, which is a combination of like all his stuff, and like tourists come there, locals go there. It's like a thing to go to when you're in that part of the world. I mean, you talk about the legacy of a person. I mean, yeah, like that's pretty crazy. I mean, what other wrestlers have a store like that? Like that's just Hogan. Like, have to be just for, like a store themed after them. Which I mean, yeah, there's like obviously wrestling theme throughout and a bit of a politics theme recently, but yeah, just like a store about them. Like, I don't think there's an Austin superstore in Texas, pal. Like,
no, I don't think so. I don't think there is for any of those guys. Flair, anybody. Hogan's the only one. And I mean, honestly, Hogan's probably the only one that could pull it off. I'm sure Austin could too if he wanted to. But it's part of Hogan's thing. Like he goes there a couple weeks, a couple times a week, whatever. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a destination. Like I wouldn't say go to Clearwater Beach. Go check out Hogan's Beach Shop. He has a restaurant too, a sports bar down up the street from the store. I wouldn't say this is a must-see destination, but if you're ever in the west coast of Florida, it's definitely something to check out.
We'll make a on the show. It's a destination location in the United States of America, pal. It's the first stop if I'm doing my USA itinerary. I'm going to the Hulk Hogan beach shop, like the shop on the water, pal. In where we in Florida, pal. That's the location, pal, in Florida.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Any other things there that's worth noting, like on that? Like,
oh man, bro, the Clearwater Pier, the Clearwater Beach Pier, incredible. Yeah, like if you could ever see the sunset out there and the St. Pete Pier, absolutely unbelievable. That area of Florida. I mean, bro, I live in paradise, man. Honestly, I can't complain. Like, I don't ever want to leave Florida. The only thing that makes me want to leave is the insane property taxes and unaffordable rent and ridiculous mortgage rates that are higher than pretty much everywhere in the country. Other than that, though, Florida's a great place that I never would want to leave.
That's fantastic. So yeah, pal, I think that's around the world. That's SummerSlam. Hope you guys enjoy this one. By the time we record next, God knows, the amount of angles coming out of SummerSlam, who knows what'll happen. For all we know, prime Steve Austin will come back and feud with Gunther, and I'll have to take back everything I've ever said about Gunther. So we'll see how we go, pal.
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll see. All right. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hoorah!